When I first got my first big boy ministry job at St. John's Hoxton, I honestly really struggled with volunteers, with recruiting them, with motivating them, and training them. Some weeks, our midweek youth event, we had to close because we didn't have any team, which was really sad. On the flip side, the better I got at leading volunteers, the more successful our youth ministry became. More young people came to church, they gave their lives to Jesus, and they invited their friends. Isn't that amazing? Hello, as Ben said, my name's John. I'm the youth and worship pastor here at Blackpool Church. And in my nearly 10 years of learning how to lead volunteers and ministries, I have developed a belief. And here it is. I believe that the success of our youth ministry lies in the strength of our volunteer team. And in that 10 years, I have also developed some principles that help our youth teams to grow and thrive. And I want to share my top 5 with you today, if that's okay. And I want to give you the best value per minute for the next 9 minutes. So we're going to go fast, keep up, take notes. And here are my top 5 principles to enable your youth team to grow and thrive. Let's go. Principle number 1, lead with a compelling vision. When I was growing up in a Baptist church in northwest Leeds, I would often hear leaders get up to the stage and say, "Hey, can we have some more people to sign up to the tea and coffee rota?" To which no one would sign up to the tea and coffee rota. And have you ever seen that happen? I've seen that happen all the time. You might have done it yourself. Why does this happen? Why? Well, I've learned 2 things about people that are relevant for this. I've learned a bit more about people. One is people don't give to need, they give to vision. And the second thing is people only change their behavior because of desperation or inspiration. So the reason no one in my home church signed up to the tea and coffee rota is because they weren't inspired and there was no vision behind it. When we invite someone to join our youth teams, we need to have a really compelling vision that gives them a reason why to join in. A compelling vision, it inspires a team, it motivates them. A compelling vision will help you invite volunteers into your team. People may give a few minutes or a few pounds to a need, but they will give their lives to a compelling vision. Principle number 2, an hour before breakfast is worth double. Stay with me. My father-in-law is a dairy farmer, and he uses this phrase, an hour before breakfast is worth double. For him, he is saying that the work that he does on the farm really early in the morning before he comes in for breakfast, this work sets him up for the day. It's more productive, and it's more productive, and it solves problems that may occur later on in the day. I use this line to think about recruiting and onboarding volunteers. When we bring in a new volunteer into our youth team, what do we want? We want them to be on fire for the mission. We want them to know exactly what's expected of them. We want them to be a really useful and a great asset to the team, right? That's what we want. How do we do that? An hour before breakfast is worth double. The time we spend with our volunteers before they start in our teams is so important. It is vital in order to set them up to win in our teams. To do this, I have something I like to call the vision and values document. My team that are here today are probably sick to death of it, but in it is everything that I think a volunteer in my team might conceivably need to be in our team. It's got our vision, mission, purpose, our team values, the expectations that we all agree to, and individual role descriptions, and loads more. I go through it with them in person. It sets our volunteers up to win, and it sets our ministry up to win as well. The next principle is make team first decisions. Number 3, make team first decisions. Very early on in the youth ministry here at Blackpool Church, when we were deciding what time we should start our midweek youth ministry youth event at, instead of picking 4:30 p.m., which is the best time for young people after school, right? We decided to make a team first decision, and we went with 7 p.m. Terrible idea. But this was the time that suited the team best. We made that decision 2.5 years ago, and since then, 48 people have been able to serve young people during the week over the past 2 years. And in the past 2 years, that 48 team members have facilitated, are you ready for it, 411 young people to be welcomed into this church. That's the impact of a team-first decision. The success of our youth ministry, as I've already said, lies in the strength of our volunteer team. If you don't have team, you don't have youth ministry, simply put. So I want to encourage you, where you can, and I know it's difficult, to make team-first decisions. Next up, we're nearly there. Number 4, intensity is not a fruit of the Spirit. Number 4, intensity is not a fruit of the Spirit. This principle is making the point that wherever we have a touch point with our teams or individuals in our teams, it should not be super intense, it shouldn't be a chore, and it should not be boring. Serving in your youth team, in our youth teams, should be fun and inspiring and fulfilling. And here are my best tips that will help turn your team into be a place where your volunteers want to be. Here they are. Firstly, make everything, and I mean everything, make everything that your team does as fun and light as possible. For example, one job that's usually really boring is when we have a safeguarding concern about a young person, we have to fill in forms and do all this stuff. In our team, we call this Form Club, and we drink Pepsi Max. It's great fun. It's really fun. Next up, prepare and run a team briefing before your event. If you haven't done one, firstly, watch someone else do one, but I also encourage you to do one yourself. This is a great opportunity to set the tone, to have fun, to pray, and to inspire the team before we open the doors for young people to come in. Last up, encourage your team publicly. After every youth event that we do here at Blackpool Church, we have a team encouragement circle. And even, you guys probably have heard some of the stories about what Blackpool young people might be like. Some of the time, events here are really challenging and really heavy. But after an encouragement circle, every single one of us, despite how hard the event is, despite how challenging it is, we all leave fulfilled, inspired, and feeling appreciated. It's really, really powerful. Last up, thank you for sticking with me. Number 5, your youth ministry is not a youth ministry, it's a volunteer ministry. Number 5, it's not a youth ministry, it's a volunteer ministry. Let's read some Bible. We should get that in there, shouldn't we? Ephesians 4 says, and I've smashed some of the verses together here, forgive me. Ephesians 4 says, Christ's gift was given to equip the saints for works of ministry. Our job is not to do the works of ministry, it is, but kind of not, but it's also to equip the saints for works of ministry. That's what it says. I want to encourage you today to change how you see yourself as a leader and how you see your ministry. Don't think of yourself as a youth leader. You are, right now, we're christening you right now, you are a facilitator and leader of youth leaders. Your ministry is not youth ministry. It's a youth volunteer training ministry. Here are some really quick fire things of how to turn your ministry into a volunteer ministry. Forgive me, I've numbered these as well. I'm really sorry. Number 1, these are really fast, so you might want to take some notes. Number 1, get really good at welcoming new people into your church. Really simply put, the better you get at this, the more people you will have to invite into your team. Number 2, improve your leadership skills. You cannot lead others to where you have not been. If you are getting better, your team is getting better. Number 3, give responsibility, not tasks. What do we want? We want leaders. If you give tasks, you'll get followers, but if you give responsibility, you'll raise leaders. Number 4, fire yourself. If someone is doing something 50% as well as you, they should be doing it, not you, full stop, end of matter. Number 5, define success. Another way of thinking about this is painting the goalposts so your team know when they have scored. Clearly define and describe what you want them to do and why. Number 6, get out of their way. Give them everything that they need to do their role and get out of their way. If your team don't know something, They need to be able to find that out somewhere that isn't coming to you. If you pull out your phone right now, you're very welcome to do this, I give you permission. If you pull your phone out right now and type into a browser, blackpool.church/youth team, you will find our publicly available youth team webpage. I made this so that I can get out of my team's way. In it, you will find, you're very welcome to look at it now and through the rest of the day, in it is how-to guides, Sunday content, cooking instructions, safeguarding forms, behavior forms, you name it, anything that my team might conceivably need is in this youth team webpage. This is me getting out of the way of my volunteers. Lastly, number 7, take problems to your team. Might sound counterintuitive, but this teaches them how to solve problems. It helps them feel empowered and like they're a leader. It's also a really great way of helping them feel like you trust them and that it's not all about you. Congratulations, we made it to the end. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. If you want to chat about any of this, I'd really happily do that.
Thank you very much. That is whistle stop.